Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's still morning here in Vegas, but it is afternoon on the East Coast. So, hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. And no, I don't have on my hat today. Wow. Had some meetings this morning. So I had to kind of look a little professional. Anyway, um, it is Friday. I am excited. And guess what's in 2 days? Today's October 10th. In 2 days will be my official birthday. You know, I've been celebrating all month, but it will be my official birthday. And I'm I'm excited. I'm excited because God has blessed me with another year of life. And that is exciting to me. That is exciting to me. I know some people are very shy about sharing their age um, and different aspects about their life. I'm getting older. I am, but I'm no means old. And I am really grateful for God because of his faithfulness in allowing me 69 years on this earth. I am really grateful for that. I really am. Okay, nugget for today. My goodness. Are you ready to pivot? Are you ready to pivot? So often we invest so much time and energy on something that we feel is what we're called to and where we're headed. And then all of a sudden, the Lord will place a detour sign and say, exit stage left or right. you know, I'm in that mode. I'm in that moment. I'm in that moment. And I am okay. It's like, so he keeps putting these things before me. And then he keeps fine tuning them, which is really important. And in nothing that he has put before me was inconsequential. Each one, each piece, each thing that he had me going toward will be incorporated in this new pivot. And so I just really want to encourage you. Don't be dismayed when you think you're going a certain direction and then God gives you a pivot. My pivot actually came this past week. And when I was putting together my topic to speak on at the Howard Theater, I was like, okay, God, what are we doing? Because that's what I do. You guys know in the mornings before I come on here live, whatever it is, whatever it is that God is leading me to do, I'm always in that mode. Okay, God, what are we doing? How do you want me to do this? What do you want me to say? Da, 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 da. And so as I was preparing, of course, at the last minute, because you know me, but, but that's kind of how God will deal with me anyway, because I can listen. I can prepare. I can have all of these notes and I'm straight and I know. And then I get up there and he will shift it all like in a blink. And it'll be like, okay. So I've learned. so, it's not an excuse. I've just learned. It's like, all right, Lord, what are we doing? And I always leave room for the pivot. I always do because I've walked with him 37 years now and I understand the pivot is always inevitable. There's going to be something that he's going to say, okay, don't get comfortable because I'm going to do this. Don't get comfortable because you're going to have to go over here. Don't get comfortable. So I'm just like, okay. And I've learned to take it in just on the strength of we're going on an adventure. It's kind of how I used to have to do with my husband when I learned that he was offended by me always trying to tell him how to drive and where to go. And I thought I was being helpful. And then I read the book, Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus. And as I was reading probably into the second or third chapter, I was like, what is this man doing in my house? Okay, because he started talking about that very thing that we as women, we think we're being helpful by giving our husband direction. And our husband is thinking we don't trust them enough to do and to get us where we're going. And I was like, okay. So I got in the mindset, let me just get in the car with the mentality, I'm just going for a ride. Unless it was someplace that I really needed to be at a certain time. And then it was like, baby, can I drive? Okay. Because my husband was directionally challenged. And yeah, and wouldn't ask for a direction. At his homegoing service, one of his friends told a story, and it was a true story. And he said, they called him Brother C. He said C said that he was on his way to the doctor's office, and Sister C was gone. I was out of town, and I used to take him. I used to drive him to the VA all the time, right? So there was no way. This was in Atlanta. There was no way that he should not have known the way to go, because we went often. But he gets in the car, and instead of turning to go the direction he was supposed to go, he just kept going straight and winded up almost in Alabama, because he wouldn't turn around, he wouldn't stop, he wouldn't ask directions. He just kept going. Like, okay, none of this looks familiar to you. Did you ever stop to think, like, maybe I'm going the wrong way? I remember once he came to visit me, and I was living in Tennessee at the time, and he was in Missouri. This was in one of our separations. And he called me, and I knew exactly where he was when he called. And I said, okay, baby, let me come and meet you. No, I got it. The guy, the dude here, he was at a service station. The dude here is giving me baby, let me just come meet you. He was 20 minutes away. I said, you're only 20 minutes away. Let me come meet you. Now I got it. I heard from him 2 hours later, and he had went from Nashville to Knoxville. And I'm just like, if I told you were 20 minutes away, why would you drive 2 hours? But I said this as an example to say, I've learned to go on an adventure, and I've learned with God. God is never lost, and he is not directionally challenged, but he will take you on an adventure that you may not have been prepared for, or you really thought you had this thing like zoomed in, and you knew exactly what you were doing and exactly where you were going. You knew the vehicle that you were going to use to get there, and everything was all mapped out. And suddenly you have to pivot. Are you ready to pivot? Don't ever get so intrinsically set on what you think is supposed to happen that you miss God. Always be prepared to pivot. Always be prepared to be mindful and hear his voice. And when his voice speaks, you say, yes, sir, and you go the way he's leading you. All right? Because you will never go wrong. You'll never go wrong as you allow him to lead, guide, and direct your path. You will never go wrong. So be prepared to pivot. All right, that's it. It is Friday. It's the weekend. It's my birthday weekend. Like, woo! And I'm excited. I am very, very excited. So what are we going to do? We're going to worship, because it's the weekend. We're supposed to worship every single day, but we go to the house of worship to collectively worship, okay? We are going to rest, because it is very, very important. Yeah, you see these little under my eyes. Yeah, it is important to rest and make sure your body has the ability to regenerate. That is why the Lord gives you sweet rest, because you have to know how to regenerate your body. All right. We are going to self-care, because it is important to take care of us, especially as women. We take care of everybody else around us. And men, I'm not taking anything from you, because you guys feel like you have got to be that one. You're that covering, you're that provider, you're out front. And you sometimes as well, just as much as the women, forget to self-care. Make sure you're caring for you, because you are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and God would have you to care properly for his temple. All right. And then we're going to enjoy the blessing of life. Enjoy what God has given you. All right. Stop being so worried about what's going to happen, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and breathe and just enjoy the moments. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy your family. Enjoy. Okay. Enjoy the blessings of God. All right. Yes, that's what we're going to do, because it's the weekend. And on Sunday, party over here. No, I am having a celebration at my home, and it's just, just to celebrate another year of life. And I'm grateful. All right. You guys have a fantabulous weekend. Make sure that you keep God center, but you take care of you. All right. God bless.